Hello, welcome to this video. I want to take you through a very practical and simple exercise that you can do as a person, as a group, as a family, as a people. An exercise meant to convert negatives into positives. An exercise that converts negative statements into positive statements. Particularly in this video, there's one statement that we must demystify through this exercise. And the statement is this: what will the people say? That from where I'm studying, and as far as Tipopa is concerned, is to some extent a negative statement, although it bears some positives if you are looking at it from another point of view. But currently you want to understand it as if it is a negative one. So how can we turn the statement, what will the people say, which to some extent tends to make us feel weak, to make us feel out of place, to make us feel the odd one out, to make us feel incomplete, to make us feel unwanted, to make us feel unworthy, to the path of positives from all those things that I have mentioned. And without further ado, allow me to say that this book, The Power, Keeping Your Personal Journal, whose author is George F. Simons, and this book was published in 1978, is going to inform us a lot. Now, before we move further, in case this is your first time watching any of my videos, listening to any of my videos, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Samuel Ago Senior YouTube channel, and I am doing this courtesy of Tipopa. Subscribe, and if you find it worthy, please consider sharing it and alerting that other person. Welcome. Now, when we talk about the statement, what will the people say, and we say it's a negative statement, then we ask ourselves one question. Then what is the alternative? And the alternative is what George is talking in this book. Remember, in this book, George is teaching me and you the importance of keeping a personal journal, and not only the importance of keeping a personal journal, but what you need to write in that journal and how you need to approach your journal keeping behavior and lifestyle. This is what George does. And in this book, he gives a practical exercise and example. Now to the person who is saying, what will the people say? Remember, whenever you are asking yourself such a question, you are already accusing yourself. And not only are you accusing yourself, but you are imagining what people may be talking about you. And if you dig deeper, you discover that most of these accusations do not hold any water. They are founded on a very shaky ground, and you can do away with them. But some things are easier said than done, especially that statement. At this point in time, very few people can confess boldly that at one time or another in their life, they have never been held back by this statement. So, and the statement you need to replace itself is this. You are going to get this on page 100, and as you proceed on page 135, facing my accusers. Facing my accusers. That's what you need to replace it with. So you replace the statement, what will the people say? Replace that statement with, I can face my accusers. The negative statement is, what will the people say? And you have said that that statement will hold you back and you will remain inactive, passive. But now you replace that statement with, I can face my accusers. Now that is a positive statement that gives you energy. It's powerful. It's positive to soldier on across this terrain that we call life. Now, the second thing that you need to understand is this. Moving from this negative statement to the positive statement, you need to write it down. And this is where your journal comes in. Remember, a journal is simply a book. You can simply buy as an exercise book. You can do it electronically, anywhere, as far as it can record things and you can retrieve them in need be. But from where I stand, I recommend that you do it manually. Get a book and a pen. Now open your book. Open your book, your exercise book. You have 2 pages. You have your left side and right. On your left side, write down the accusations. Write down these accusations. These accusations could be real. These accusations could just be a mirage. But just list them down one by one by one. As an example, perhaps you are saying, I have not come of age to do this and this and this. I am young. That's an accusation. You are afraid people will say that you are young. Write that accusation. Maybe you have an accusation that you want to do this and this and this. You are afraid that people will say that you are not qualified, you are not educated. Write that accusation down. You are saying that perhaps people will say you don't have money regarding what you want to start, the business you want to venture. Write that accusation down. That is going to be on the left side of your journal. After that, now comes this powerful statement. Now, the left part is which contains your justifications for the statement. What will the people say? Now, that is the left side. Now come to the other side, another new page. And that's where you are saying, I can now face my accusers. And now what do you write on the side of the accused, this side? If people are accusing you, remember accusing you in our context. If people are accusing you that you are too young, go to the other side and say, but so and so did this and this when they were even younger than me, and they excelled. You justify that. It's like as if you're in a court of law. Go to the other part. You are not educated. Good. On the justification side, list the books that you have read, one by one by one, and some of the lessons you have learned, and justify why you need to go and do what you've been setting out to do. Remember, Do that. Repeat that across for all the accusations on your left and justify why you are being accused wrongly. Remember, this is just within you. Remember, this is just within you. Now, when you do that exercise and repeat it several times, I'm very certain that this is going to transform your life in some way. It's going to change your attitude towards some things. It's going to be a life-changing exercise in your life. Remember, it only becomes practical. It only becomes effective if you do it. Remember, the last R in Tipopa is for the action. You can listen to all this wisdom, information that I'm sharing with you. But if you choose to sit on it and do nothing, most likely it won't help you that much. Thank you so much, and remember to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much, and do have a nice time. And when you get time, remember to check this book.